Hey there, how's it going? This is the Slayer here. Thanks for joining us today as I bring you another retro game review video. Following the popularity of my video on Kung Lao and Scorpions' devastating combos in the arcade machines of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and my love for the Mortal Kombat franchise that I grew up with during the 90s, I decided to do a couple more showcases on the original entries of the series. Here I am playing the iconic Mortal Kombat 3 from 1994 on the PC/an Acer Predator Helios Neo 16 powered-up gaming laptop. I got this version from GOG.com a few days back and recorded this playthrough a short while before compiling this video. The purpose of this video was to further interrogate how well the OG have aged, subject to some of my suggestions in my prior video and the discussion on this in the comments section of that same video. Before we get to that, let me quickly explain how to set this game up on the PC. Now there are some advantages and disadvantages of this GOG.com version. The advantages are that it comes in with a built-in DOSBox configurator exe file that opens a windowed panel that lets you choose the graphic settings from drop-down menus. So you don't need to manually edit any configuration files in Notepad. The other thing is this thing is pretty cheap, well under $10 for Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 bundled together, and you can download their installers separately. The disadvantages of this version of Mortal Kombat 3 are firstly the graphics. It may not consistently look as good as the arcade or the console versions on PC. Initially, my NVIDIA streaming setup did not even recognize this game for streaming until I chose OpenGL in the DOSBox and it let me record. In person, some of the direct 3D or overlay options for this game may look better in person than the OpenGL I used to record. Secondly, on the PC, it only still looks realistic if you play it on a big screen and step away, or you press Alt+Enter and play it in a smaller window. See, this game was designed to be played on a bigger screen and from a distance, which is why the consoles and arcade look good, and even this PC version looked better than this recording if you saw it from a distance. For your interest and amusement closer to the 8-minute mark, I also have an external camera view of what this game looks like from a distance so that you know what I am talking about. That is how I had originally recorded it for this video until I realized I could configure DOSBox to run OpenGL. You will see what I mean when you see that. The other disadvantage is that Mortal Kombat 3 is not Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, so it is missing some of the characters like Scorpion which were added in the Ultimate version. Plus, both the Ultimate Mortal Kombat version I played in the arcade in my last video and on other ports had much better input timing. You see, for example, in the Motaro fight and others, I was unable to use Jump Punch to extend and start Kung Lao's extended punch combo like I did in the arcade. Also, in this version of Mortal Kombat 3, I was able to extend Liu Kang's bicycle kick into his full dial a combo to hit the 48% mark only once compared to quite often in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I did manage to beat Motaro on the first attempt when I shot with an external camera angle and Shao Kahn after multiple attempts in both my runs. However, here I have only captured the successful fights of both runs. So on the whole, my verdict on Mortal Kombat 3, it was awesome in its time, and it is still great for the arcade and the consoles. On the PC, this game clearly looks its age, but it is still fun for fans of the franchise once you invest the time for tweaking the graphics settings to adapt it to modern PC tech. Provided you don't mind missing out on the extra characters and better combo input of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Unfortunately, GOG.com does not have Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 yet. They do sell Mortal Kombat Trilogy, but depending on the port, that was a weird game in my view, and its AI in the version they have is much tougher than I recall at any difficulty. Oh, one more issue in this GOG version is that you only get a few seconds at the character select screen in single player, so you have to be quick. But good fun on the whole for fans of the franchise.
Wins. Round 2. Fight. Round
This is the sub-boss Motaro fight I was talking about. In my original video you saw this fight at the start wherein I beat him in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 using Kung Lao and some beautiful punch combos that were extended after coming in with a jump punch, and using the pressure and input timing concepts I had explained in that video. Here none of that stuff worked, so I had to use the same input timing targeting gaps concept with a bunch of high kicks. Now that may be linked to my tech. I mean, Acer Predator is an advanced laptop that renders awesome graphics, but in most games, modern and old, I find its input isn't as consistent as other PCs. But this game is 30 years old, so it shouldn't have had that problem, and barring a need to adjust your combo timing wherein the input recognition for combos in this felt a bit harder than it did in the arcade a week back, it still ran pretty fast and was fun.
Round 2, fight! You're still trying to win. Wins. Round 3, fight!
This is the external camera view I was talking about. If you exclude the glare from the camera and look at it from this distance or a step or two behind, it looks pretty awesome. So ideally on the PC you need to either play it on a PC with a screen like this and step back, extending your gaming keyboard or controller. Or if you are sitting close to the PC you need to press Alt plus Enter and play it on a smaller window on your desktop so that it still looks realistic.